Today marked the first anniversary of the worst mass shooting inside a church in U.S. history. The violence killed 26 people when gunfire erupted inside a small Sutherland Springs church. On that day, Stephen Willeford jumped into action to stop the shooter from killing anyone else.
Willeford would normally have been attending services at his San Antonio church, but he says God kept him home with a bigger plan. Eyewitness News reporter Addie Guajardo spoke with Willeford about his journey as he tries to find peace in the tragic series of events that rocked his small town.
Breaking news.
26 people
dead.
Church shooting, the worst mass shooting
in our state's history.
By a man they will only refer to as the shooter.
He started shooting people.
They're still identifying people and collecting bodies.
I'll know it when I go one entire day that the subject doesn't even come up. And that'll be a benchmark day.
There's dead people all inside the church.
In Texas, November 5th now marks the worst mass shooting in state history. A bloodstain on Stephen Willeford's small town he one day hopes people can look past.
It's just a date. It's just a date.
But in his heart, it's a day the community he's called home nearly his entire life and his friends came under attack, leaving 26 people dead and another 20 wounded.
Evil took a stab at the heart and the soul of my community and didn't win.
A community drawing on each other's strength.
I've seen people that have lost so much, and they still struggle. I can't deny that. We still struggle. But they show up at church.
It's a church Willeford attended with his great-grandfather as a child, but over the last decade, visited less than a handful of times, attending church in San Antonio, the city where he met his wife nearly 30 years ago. But on that Sunday, he says fate, set forth by God, kept him home and tasked him with a mission.
It was just a focus that I have to stop him, and that's what the focus was.
He says he struck the shooter as he fled, then quickly jumped into a truck. Chasing down the gunman who lost control, crashed into a ditch, and killed himself. It's a moment he recounts vividly, and as many hail him a hero, he wants one thing to be clear.
I'm a survivor too. He shot at me, and he killed people I cared about. I'm a survivor, and if I've got to be a hero or a survivor, I want to be known for being one of my community for surviving this. I want to be known for being a survivor, because I am. And don't separate me from my community.
Today may mark the one-year anniversary, but to this small community, it's just a small glimpse into a long journey of healing. Addie Guajardo, KENS 5 Eyewitness News.